This episode is powered by Safety FM.
The following program is rated MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Finally, show with the balls to call it like it is. Rated R Safety Show on Safety FM.
Countdown to audio torture.
The Rated R Safety Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Let the eardrum pain begin.
Forget the corporate bullshit. This is the Rated R Safety Show with your host, it doesn't matter who the host is.
Well, hello, and welcome to an all-new Rated R Safety Show. Well, today is Thursday, November the 14th of 2019, day 318, and only 47 days left before it is all over with. So, how are you looking at this? Are you glad that the year's almost over? Or are you looking at it and going, oh shit, where has the time went, ladies and gentlemen? Anyways, you're listening to the Rated R Safety Show. And yes, that is some music playing in the background, just in case, if you're wondering. That's Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, just in case. New, dropped. I believe it dropped yesterday. But that's okay. It's not the important part. So as we go through this today, I'm going to tell you, I have came to the conclusion that the ranter thing, I'm not going to read, but we've already had the discussion. And I think that, we're going to do some changes on some of that stuff, but that's not important at the moment. So how have you been? How has your world been treating you? How is the world of safety in your little world right now? Are things going quite fantastic? Or have you had to change some of the things that you have going on? I don't know. That seems to be a very deep conversation that has come up as of late in regards to some of the changes that have come about in the safety arena. Also, the other thing that has come up recently is the discussion of splat and also scare tactics. But let's not waste a lot of time, and let's get you started with what's available in the news for you today.
This show is almost as enjoyable as hearing the sound of the toilet flush. Rated R Safety Show on Safety FM.
More sarcasm than a Mortal Kombat beatdown. Rated R Safety Show.
Here is the news on the Rated R Safety Show.
So taking it from the top, ladies and gentlemen, have you seen some of the news that is out and about and what is going on in the world? Because I think that the world is a very important place that we should discuss from time to time.
Duh.
So let's have the conversation right away. Nike is pulling its inventory from Amazon after 2-year sales experiment. A company statement indicated it wanted to build personal relationships with customers. Ironically, Amazon servers still powered by Nike website and app. This is according to CBS News. So I don't know what would have caused the relationship to sour between Nike and good old Amazon. I don't know. I would figure that is a very good combo, but apparently I am in the incorrect sequence there of thinking that. What do you think? And there are some safety boots out there that are Nike related that you can grab on Amazon. So I don't think I'm off my rocker by having this discussion with you here today. Anyways, we are coming to you late in the afternoon with this particular episode. I don't know if I should just spout out what the time is, but we are streaming live on safetyfm.com and on the sister station all at the same time. I don't know if you heard about this one, but of course, as Google makes more and more power. Oh yes, more and more power.
Duh.
Google wants you to know that you can start banking with them now. When? Now. So that's according to the Wall Street Journal, backed by Citigroup, a small Stanford University credit union. Google Cash, or Cache, depending on how you want to look at it, project is slated to launch sometime next year. So I don't know how you should start banking with them now if it just doesn't launch until next year. Anyways, let's continue. It's expected to draw the ire scrutiny of Congress, which is already going after Google and other tech giants for getting into big common goods use. So will you be banking with good old Google? Do you already bank with Apple? What do I mean by bank with Apple? Are you already using the Apple credit card that's available? The white card is like they like to call it out there, out and about. I think it's pretty interesting that, that these tech giants are getting out there. There has been some rumor circulating that some of these other tech giants that do other things currently are starting to get involved in good old the health group. Uh-oh, Calvin Harris here. Sorry about the distraction, but it's a good song. It's a good song called The Girls. But I shouldn't focus on the songs. I should move forward with what's going on here on the Rated R Safety Show. So what do you think? Will you be using Google as your money people? I don't know. I think it's a good place to possibly be. I'm not familiar with all that. I just look at it and I go, you need to have your money somewhere. Is a tech giant probably one of the best places to have it? Sorry about that. Got a little carried away with the music again. Anyways, let's continue down. Need to make a quick $15? Head to the Miami-Dade County Animal Service Department with a stray cat. Oh, yes, you heard me, with a stray cat. The program is an attempt to curb the exploding outdoor cat population and at least get them vaccinated, sterilized, and ear-tipped before either being adopted or re-released into the wild. The department rewards cat trappers up to $15 as a tip. Yeah, as a tip, you heard me. No word if there is a limit. So would you go cat trapping for $15?
Duh.
I don't know. It might be worth your while on doing so. I think it's interesting on being able to do that as a program. I don't know if I really want to go mess with some stray cats. So let's go into Hong Kong real quick. Freedom protesters in Hong Kong are pushing back against police presence with flaming arrows. Oh, yes, shot from bows and huge javelins. Oh, God, it almost sounds like the Hunger Games.
Duh.
The medieval weaponry was captured in the Sun tabloid. The anti-police demonstrations are now turning erratically violent. Videos and pictures in recent days have shown protesters attacking civilians, including pregnant women, setting fire to subway, cars, and beating motorists. This shit is getting a little crazy. So, I don't know. Maybe it's not the time to be, traveling abroad, especially there. If you have the opportunity, of course, of going there. The global insect population is rapidly declining, spelling potential doom for worldwide food supply, CNN reports. Quick stats. Year over year, the total insect population falls by 2.5%. 40% of insects are facing extinction. The Ohio butterfly population has dropped by 1/3. Over the last 25 years, the North American bumblebee population has undergone massive declines and one in particular has gone extinct.
Duh.
So I don't know. What do you think? Do you want insects? I mean, I know it's not good for the environment, but how do you look at it? How do you look at it, ladies and gentlemen? Crazy stuff going out there. Let's continue down. The Dow Jones closed at a record high on Wednesday, up 92.10 points to finish at 27,783.59. The S&P 500 also closed at a record high at up by 0.01%. Contributions to success was Disney, which reported an astonishing 10 million signups on its streaming service. Disney finished up by 7.4% higher, and that service is Disney Plus, just in case. By comparison, Netflix has 60 million domestic subscribers, and Hulu has 28 million as of May. Disney is tearing into that market share and is doing it rather freaking quickly.
Duh.
So, I don't know. Are you a Disney Plus subscriber? I don't know if that's important. By the way, you are still listening to us live on safetyfm.com and the sister station, just in case. Israeli airstrikes in Gaza have claimed 32 lives over the past 3 days. Fighting broke out again recently after Israel knocked off a top militant in the Gaza Strip, igniting rockets attacks in retaliation by the Israel military. That's not good stuff to hear, but things that are actually going on in our world as we speak about it right now.
Duh.
A 52-year-old Baltimore man is in serious condition after being the victim of a beating by a pack of teenagers. The attack appeared to be unprovoked. The victim was simply surrounded and beaten and robbed. The latest random assault that includes a shooting, a stabbing, and police say only common thread is that teenagers were involved. What the freak is going on, people? That is pretty nuts. I don't know. I get more and more concerned about some of the weird things that are going on around there. Let's continue. The TSA expects a record number of airline travelers over Thanksgiving holiday. More than 26.8 million people are projected to move through the airport security checkpoints during the last week of November. 2.7 million will hit the skies on November the 27th. That's just on that day alone. That is pretty freaking amazing.
Duh.
So I think it's pretty crazy, and then people would be willing to travel that much during that period of time. But I guess those things happen depending on what you're trying to do, if you want to get with those loved ones. Let's continue. Prozac population is causing fish to be more docile. Yeah, you heard me, Prozac. New research by an Australian university finds that pharmaceutical waste escaping into the environment is messing up the fish's brains, altering the reproductive systems, and also changing behaviors, anxiety levels, and anti-predator responses. The effects are more pronounced when the groups of fish are all exposed. Well, no shit, Sherlock. They would have to be exposed for them to be more pronounced.
Duh.
I don't even understand how that was even part of the news story. One would go figure. Let's continue. Which airports are friendly and are just a few notches up from visiting hell? The Wall Street Journal ranked Americans' airports and found that Phoenix Sky Harbor International to be the best among 20 large airports. Meanwhile, among the largest, New York Kennedy and Newark Liberty, LaGuardia, also New York, also ranked poorly. Last year's best airport was Denver. Well, shit. Sounds like I need to take a trip out to Denver if that's the best one out there. What do you think? Are you traveling anytime soon? I mean, based on what I'm hearing now, it sounds like a shitload of people are going to be traveling towards the end of the month. But hey, if that's the case, enjoy it as you can. Anyways, during some of the times that we have to talk about some things here, so let's talk about the days of the year that you can celebrate today. Taking it from the top, International Girls' Day. I guess I'm glad we played some Calvin Harris. International Guinness World Records Day. Loosen Up and Lighten Up Day. National American Teddy Bear Day. National Pickle Day. National Spicy Guacamole Day. Operating Nurse Day. Spirit of National Speakers Association Day. World Diabetes Day. World Usability Day. And World Quality Day. Are you going to be celebrating any of these marvelous days that we can actually celebrate here today? I would sure as hell hope so, because it's important for you to do it and celebrate, for we can continue to talk about this random shit on the station. Anyways, like I always tell you, please follow, subscribe, or listen to us live on safetyfm.com, as you can right now, as you're doing so. Also, leave us a review on your favorite podcatcher if you would like anything in particular to be added on to the show. We would love to do that for you. Sorry about the delayed transpiring today of getting this episode out to you, but we have been doing some changes to our studio, and those kind of seem to have altered some of the things we had going on today.
Duh.
Anyways, I know who you are. You know who I am. And you have been listening to the Rated R Safety Show. Love ya, mean it, bye.
Duh.
But you already knew that I loved you, didn't ya?
Duh.
Didn't ya? Aren't you going to respond? Say something, man.
Duh.
Don't say duh. Don't say duh. Say something else.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.